It's character creation time for DC20, baby. Let's go. What's up, people? What's up, people? If you are tuning in late to this thing, as you're watching this at a later time and you're really interested in character creation, how it works, all that stuff, fast forward at the bottom here until you see the spot where I'm doing this right here. And you can see this. We're going to fill out the character sheet and all that good stuff. So, this is an impromptu live stream. It's a big deal because in 2 days it's my birthday, and my request for my birthday, my wife asked me what I want to do for my birthday, and I was like, guys. Oh, sorry, microphone. Sorry, I was probably super soft right there. Sorry, here we go. Sorry. Really quiet. There we go. Got you. I just caught it right before you said Mortal Bane. So my wife asked me, what do you want to do for my birthday? And I was like, come on. If there's one thing that this guy wants to do for his birthday, it's play freaking DC20. So I got some friends that have purposely not played TTRPGs. A group of two friends who have literally never played a tabletop roleplay game before ever, Brett and Kristen. And then another friend couple that is Lauren and Jeff. Lauren has played D&D once, kind of like a real little like fun little one-shot thing we did, and then Jeff, who's actually one of the original members of the original first campaign I ever ran, 3-year-long homebrew campaign. He was the barbarian in that campaign. He's actually playing DC20 for the first time. And yeah, that's going to be super fun. And the wife's playing DC20 technically for the first time officially, because she's played earlier versions that I created for her, the earliest versions of DC20. So yeah, it's going to be pretty fun. And that's what we're going to make. So what I've done is I have talked to each of the players, and I am going to make their character sheets for them. I did not want to do pre-gen characters because that's not the spirit. I hate pre-gen characters just in general. I don't think that people can buy into a brand new one. Now, pre-gen characters are fine if you just want to jump in and play, but for someone's first experience, I did not want to do a pre-gen character and I'm just like, here's this character, you are this thing now. I wanted to let them customize it. I want that's part especially of showing the newbies, y'all. That's part of the experience, right? So I basically did like a little poll Q&A type situation. I interviewed them, and I have now their characters in my head as far as what they're going to be doing and making. So I have a little chart right here. Let me pull up. Wait, am I? Okay, cool. I was making sure I'm not having all over the place there. So there they are. Cool. And we're going to go through and make each of their characters, and I'm going to show you all the process. It's been really cool to see a lot of other content creators out there making DC20 characters, and I was like, you know what? I haven't done one. I've done videos on it, but I wanted to do like a live stream where I like make characters live with you guys. So heck yeah. That's the whole deal. That's how it's going to work. We're making 5 characters, and we're just going to go into it, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Hey, whoa, super chat. What are we talking about? This isn't a normal live stream. I didn't think people were going to be super chatting here. Sybinja buying the birthday snacks. Let's go, babe. Sybinja bought the pizza. Sybinja ordered pizza. Pizza's on Sybinja. I'll make sure the crew knows the pizza's on Sybinja. Let's go. Wait, where in Germany? Okay, I was like, what's happening? But overall, what's up, people? This is it's fun to see all the names. I'm scrolling up, seeing all who's here. Let's go. Aravind, Pocket Dimensions here. Let's go. They got a live stream they're doing tomorrow. I'm gonna probably creep in on that one too. Albastine, Derek Drake, GJ Widget, Horse in the Sands, Fanboy, Sinmads, Mortal Bane, Michelle's here. Let's go. Reno, Drake, Hi, Solus. Let's go. Slow Your Roll. Let's go. Into the Void, Galaxy, Phoenix, Kairu, Power Hungry. Oh, thanks for the happy birthdays, y'all. Thanks for the happy birthdays. Appreciate it. I honestly don't even know how old I'm turning. I'm either going to be 35 or 36. I don't know. It's one of the two, I think. I fully honestly don't know. I have no idea. I'm not even trying to meme or anything like that. Okay, anyway, and Evan actually knows this as well. Tomorrow is the session 0 I'm doing with a group of YouTubers. That session 0 is not going to be filmed. I'm going to be teaching the game. I'm going to talk to them about all that kind of stuff. That's not going to be filmed. But it is a session 0 with Trent Monk, Bob World Builder, DM Layer, and
Duke from One Shot Questers. I have a group of 4 pretty large YouTubers that are going to be playing DC20, and that session 0 is tomorrow. Super excited about that. Where's my water? There we go. All right, let's go. Okay, so that's it. That's the whole thing, and I think we are good to go. Here we go. All right, so here's how this is going to work. We are going to be making a human scion, a elf. Oh, that's another little sneak peek here. I am going to be giving ancestries to these 5 characters. So far, these will be the first characters ever created with an ancestry in DC20 history. That's kind of cool. I'm going to be giving them ancestries, which means you guys are going to get a sneak peek of those 5 ancestries, at least a version of them. We'll talk about ancestries. In fact, I'll talk about ancestries now, so once we get going, we'll be flying. How ancestries work is whatever ancestry you choose has a preset default ancestry traits for that ancestry, right? So there's an elf ancestry, dwarf, human, fiend born, or demon born, whatever, the devil born, whatever you want to call that, tiefling type situation, angel born, psi born. There's lots of different. Right now, the slang code name for these races or ancestries are something born, just a beast born, devil born. You get the idea. It's just I'm not trying to call them super name. I don't think we can call them tiefling. We'll look into all that. I'm not worried about that right now. But how it works is every ancestry comes with a pre-made 5 points worth of ancestry traits, whether it be dark vision, resistance to charm, fire resistance, certain other cool things that are way more dynamic than the ones I just listed off. And you can basically get 5 points to be able to have for that ancestry. And then ancestries also have extra points that you could swap out and customize your ancestry if you so choose. And there's certain aspects that you want to have of the ancestry or certain aspects you don't want to have. And you can really play into the kind of dwarf you are, the kind of elf you are, whatever, right? So this will be the first time that those ancestries will make a little appearance right there. So, and then any chance to convince you to record the session 0? No, I mean, I think there's like we're recording the main thing, sure, but I just want to have like I just want to chill. You know what I mean? And for them too, I don't want to have like, okay, guys, here we go. We're going to learn the game and I'm going to show people this. Eventually we'll have I'll film a session 0 with YouTubers where I'm teaching the game or something like that. I didn't want to do it for the first one. I just want to be more genuine, you know what I mean? So cool. All right, here we go. I think that's it. And we're going to sorry. Yeah. So a elf, so human scion, elf rogue, a fire genasi ranger, a demon born barbarian, and a demon born cleric. Which is a sick combo at the end there. So heck yeah. And then okay, cool. So I got the character sheets right here, and let us begin. All right. So first up is going to be my wife's character. I'm going to do hers first. So I have their 3. I went over to their house, and we had our kids running all over the place, and we tried to have a little bit of a session 0, and it was a little crazy with the kids. But here we go. So my wife's character is this one right here. Cool. So now we're going to convert this over, and let's get it going right here. So I'm going to put it on this one. Yeah, looks good. Okay, and then whoa, Saibinja, another one, adding for our crappy exchange rate. So we actually can get a full blown pizza now with some toppings. Let's go, Saibinja. Counting in for the exchange rate. How thoughtful. That's funny. Okay, cool. Fiendlings. Yeah, little fiends. That's cool. That's how cute. All right, cool. So here we go. All right, so this is going to be a scion. And let me pull up my situation here. And I got my little chart there. There we go. Okay, cool. So step 1, we're gonna fly through this thing. And I'm gonna try and do this. I'm just gonna build the scion decently quickly because I wanted to show really how easy it is to build a scion as well. And then after I'm done building the scion, we'll stop, we'll save the scion. If y'all have questions or whatever, we'll do it then, and we'll keep going back and forth. So here we go. Player name. Let's see. I'm gonna have to get some place to type here. Let's go. Player name, Sarah. It's the wife. Character name is Sienna. Yeah, Sienna. Right. Level 1. Ancestry is human. Background, we're not worried about backgrounds for a one-shot, and the set class is a scion. Sick, right? For the wait, what is that? Oh, okay, cool. What's up, Duke in the chat? Appreciate one-shot questers here in the chat. I just talked about our session 0 tomorrow, bro. Let's go. Think about your character. What character are you gonna make? What are you gonna make? I don't know. Anyway, thanks, dude. Birthdays. I'm not really like a big birthday person, but then whenever it does feel nice. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. So first thing, step 1 is the attributes here. So for standard array, you get a 3, a 1, a 0, and a -1. So my wife here chose to do might as the -1, right? Boom. Agility is going to be the 1. Charisma is going to be the 3, and intelligence is going to be the 0. Right? Boom. She wanted to be a charismatic scion. So this scion is going to be able to get into people's heads and be able to like sense their emotions and get into touch with their like themselves, like the like go not just read their mind and thoughts, but like the charisma aspect of it and the personality and just a super personality, charismatic scion. So I thought that was super cool. And she wants to put her 1 point to balance out that 0. She does not want some negatives there, so that's going to be a 0 for might, and that is the attributes. Boom. Super simple. Prime, that means that prime is going to be a 3. Prime is your highest attribute of all of these, which in general is going to be a 3. Step 2 is saves. We're going to pick saves. You get to pick 2 saving throws to gain mastery in. I'm going to do, she's definitely not going to do an intelligence save, definitely not going to do might. So this is a pretty obvious charisma and intelligence situation right here. And so that means that's it. This step 2 is you just pick these saving throw masteries, and now we fill them in. So your might is going to just be, your saves are what your attribute is. So 0. Agility normally would be a 1, but you have combat mastery in here, and combat mastery is half your level. Right? So at level 10, your combat mastery is 5, and it scales with you up over time. At level 1, though, your combat mastery is 1. Half of 1 is 0.5, rounded up. Because in DC20, like it should be, you round up. So this is, instead of just a 1, you get a 1 plus 1 for a total of 2. Because it's a 1, it would have been a 1, but because we have mastery, you get the extra bonus 1 that scales up over time. You get the idea. And then charisma is going to be a 3, but we got a plus 1 for the 4. And then 0 is going to stay a 0. Done. And then for saving throws, there's something called a physical save and a mental save. A physical save is going to be the higher of these two, which in this case is a 2. It represents the overall physicality, and if you had to make a save that represents your overall physical resilience to something, it's going to be the higher of the 2, which is a 2. And in this case, mental is the higher of the 2, which in this case is a 4. Bada bing, bada boom. Done. That's step 2. Step 3 is backgrounds. Hold up. Empathy subclass for Scion. Ooh, Liam, always with the good ideas, bro. Always with the good ideas. I could totally see that, though. I also think a bard that dips into Scion and steals Scion's level 2 feature is there's some really interesting multi-class options with Bard Scion, with a Charisma Bard Scion. Get out of here. Anyway. And then Pocket Dimension. It's so cool to watch a pro do this. Hey, I mean, I feel like if anyone should be able to do this very well, it should be me. So there we go. Backgrounds. Your background gets you 5 skills and 3 trades. For the sake of this one shot, I'm not going to do the trades, especially with a group of newbies. I'm not going to touch on that. I love the trades and I love the languages situation, but I'm in general just not going to do that for this one shot. But my wife did pick her saves for herself, and she wants to be intimidating, influence, insight, and investigation and survival. Boom, boom. The one shot is basically a detective bodyguard type one shot where they have to investigate and find out some stuff and do. There was a murder and they're trying to prevent another murder and other things. That's what the one shot's about. Anyway, so. There's her 5 saves, and now we got to fill them in. So all these saves, how this works in the same way, just like we had with the mastery here. If you have mastery, in skill mastery, it's either going to be novice, adept, expert, master, or grandmaster, which gives you a 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 as far as the bonus goes. So here I have no bonuses, which is just going to equal 3, which is the prime score here. For the might, this is going to be nothing. So 0 plus nothing stays a 0. But here is going to be a 0 plus 2 gives us a 2 for intimidation. Cool. And then the same thing happens. So pretty much all of these are just going to, whoa, nice try, nice try. All of these are just going to be that number, done. And this one's just going to be that number unless we have it here. Ooh, 3 plus 2 is 5. So influence and insight are the highest you could possibly be at level 1. Because the cap for these is 1. You can only put 1 point into each of these. Because progression's cool, right? So there's the 2, there's the 2, there's a 0, and then all of these are zeros. Love it. Also, a real quick props to my wife. I don't know if she's watching this right now, but she classifies herself as an uncreative person. But I'm telling you guys, everyone has a little bit of something in them. And she said, and this was part, I was just like, I had a tear come down. I had to wipe it away so she didn't realize I got too into it. But she said that her intelligence was so low. And she originally had a -1 here, and I was like, oh, you should totally do a -1. But anyway, she said her intelligence was so low because since she's a scion and she can read other people's minds, just like a kid that's like cheating at school and copies off of all the smart people, since she can read people's minds, she just reads other people's minds and finds out information from them. So if she doesn't know something, she just probes other people's minds to find it out in the moment, almost like a quick Google search, but in real life in people's minds. So I thought that was just super sick and super cool for her character. Anyway, so and then this one shot going to be on Patreon. My home game one shot and for my birthday one shot for these characters, I'm not going to film it. I don't want to put them through that. I just, I try to not have the lines from my real life and my YouTube life or whatever this is blurred too much. I just want them to relax and play a fun game. I don't want them to have to worry about people watching this and stuff. So that is not going to be on Patreon, no. But I am going to have some stream games, some Patreon games. I want to start filming more games. That is definitely a goal. But yeah. So anyway, they like it. They like it. Cool. All right. So that's all of the skills, and the skills are now done. That is step 3 in the bag. Step 4, health. Health, hit points. Everybody has 4 health. Everybody starts off with 4 health, and then you get 2 times your level, which in this case is level 1. 1 times 1. 1 times 1. 1 times 2 is 2. So you gain 2 times your level, which brings that up to a 6 points, 4 plus 2. And then you add your might and agility. So might and agility, and that is a 6 plus 0 stays a 6. 6 plus 1 goes up to a 7. Done. And your max is 7. Oops. There we go. So hit points is 7 hit points. Not too bad for a scion. Not too bad. And it would have been a 6 if she had kept that -0. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, there's the health. Health, that is step 4. Step 4 is done. Stamina and mana points. So stamina and mana points, in general, I know this off the top of my head because I know every class. But stamina and mana points, you either are a martial class or you're a spellcaster class, or you're a paladin, and that's a separate situation. But the Scion is a spellcaster class, which means they do not have stamina. That is a martial thing. And the mana points equals the higher of your 2 mental attributes, whichever the higher is. So charisma or intelligence, whichever's higher. Boom, that's your base of 3. So we have 3 mana points. And then your class, your spellcasting class, gives you additional mana. In general, all spellcasters get 3 mana every single level. Right, so every single level you get 3 more mana, and then that changes and starts scaling up at level 11. You get 5, 5, 5. Anyway, but so that would be a base of 3 because our charisma's 3 plus 3 more for a total of 6 mana at level 1. Boom, boom, boom. There's your mana. That is step 5. Step 5 mana, got it done. And defense now. Defense, mental defense, baby. For the Scion now. So mental defense is going to be starting off with a base of 8 plus your combat mastery, which is half your level. So the 8 goes up to a 9 because half your level 1. Combat mastery is half your level, it's 1. So there's lots of things that add your combat mastery, and it's just going to keep adding that. And the cool thing is when you level up, it'll actually keep adding that in scale in some ways, which also helps with lots of other things, especially when it comes to balancing and monster balance and other stuff. So 8 plus 1 gets us there, plus our charisma, 9 plus 3 brings us up to a 12, plus our intelligence brings us this stay right at a 12. Cool, awesome, done. And that, so I'll just leave that 12 there right now. I'll talk about what heavy and brutal is here in a second. Physical defense is going to be either unarmored, which is going to be like a monk barbarian thing, light armor or heavy armor. In general, all classes have access to light armor because you're an adventurer and you would wear stuff to protect you in general, whether it be padded wizard robes or just leather wrapped onto your body. You're going to have light armor, and in novice light armor in this case. So starts off with a base of 8. Again, that should be a very familiar spot there. Base of 8 plus 1 for your combat mastery brings us to a 9, plus your agility, because light armor uses agility. Heavy armor uses might. Kind of makes sense there, huh? So plus agility, our agility is 1, so not too bad there, brings us up to a 10. And then plus your light armor, your light armor bonus, which in this case is 1. So there you go. Heavy armor bonus is 3, which has more oomph to it. Just putting heavy armor on, you're going to be more defensive right there, right? And there we go. Cool. And then, so Golden Sanjit is talking about saves, and the dynamic attack saves is how saves work, but mental and physical defense is a good separation for what's being assaulted. Is it your mind that's being assaulted in magics that you can't avoid, or is it something that your physical defense could block, whether it be fire or whatever else? Excuse me. Okay, so there's that. Now, so not too bad. Nice little well-rounded character here. Let's go. So then heavy, you're in DC20, you have a defense score, a heavy defense score, and a brutal defense score. What this means is in DC20, whenever your armor class, whenever you hit, you deal your damage. If you beat the defense by 5, you deal an additional +1 damage. If you beat it by 5 more, it's another damage, another. Oh my God, right? Because rolls matter in DC20, and how big the attack check you make is actually matters, right? So 12 plus 5 is 17, and 17 plus 5 is 22. So if I were to, this is Sarah's character sheet, and she has it. If I was like, ooh, mental attack, I'm attacking your mind, boom, I got that's an 18 to hit. 18 to hit. She would look at her sheet and she would see a 12, a 17, and a 22. And then I said 18 to hit. And this is a very clear, very clean way of communicating this across the table on both sides, Dungeon Master and player. And she sees a 17. Oh yeah, that's a heavy hit, because an 18 would be a heavy hit. I definitely hit, and by 5 more. So now I know that communicates to me, ooh, I deal my damage +1 more, right? And then I tell her how much damage she dealt. So it's super, super clean, fast way to do that, right? So 11 goes to 16. And that goes to 21, and she does not have the damage reduction. That's a 0, because light armor does not grant damage reduction. Cool. That is step 6. Step 7 is the combat section here in the middle. It's just filling out all the stuff here in the center. We have a super chat from Liam. Hold up, Liam. I'm going to answer that because that's actually going to come up here in a second. So attack check is your combat mastery plus prime. Prime is 3. Combat mastery is 1. You add a +4 to all attack and spell checks that you make. Done. Simple. Save DC. It's the same thing. The combat mastery plus prime. Combat mastery plus prime. So we have 4 plus a base of 8 for a total of 12. Done. Martial check. Martial check is the higher of athletics or acrobatics. So you know all those times in the game where you're like, oh, you could make athletics or acrobatics, athletics or acrobatics, athletics or acrobatics, whatever. You say martial check. So athletics is a 0, acrobatics is a 1. So the martial check here is a 1, which feels right for the Scion. There we go. Cool. And the death threshold is going to be equal to your prime modifier here. So that's going to be a -3. If your character ever gets to -3, you're dead, right? At 0, -1, -2, you're in that little pocket. You are on death's door. You drop down to 1 action point. You're fighting for your life. And you're struggling. Instead of 4 action points that you normally would have, you only have 1. It symbolizes that struggle between life and death, right? But at -3, you're dead. So there's that. Movement speed. All characters' base movement speed is 4. Jump distance is the higher of the two of might and agility, and that's how far your character can jump, how many spaces your character can jump. And it's a minimum of 1, which in this case is 1. So cool. You can jump distance is 1, super simple there. Rest points, you get 1 rest point every level. So that's 1 rest point. You just kind of like hit dice, and there we go. Done. Now we get into the ancestry, which actually brings us to Liam's super chat question. Liam says that does telepathy stack if you're a cyborn scion? The answer is no, it doesn't stack, but you get refunded the point that had the stacking to be able to spend it on something else. So a good example is a scion, which is actually what we're building right now. Scion have a feature that gives them telepathy, like they can speak with their mind, right? To creatures within 5 spaces. So it's like you have to be somewhat close to them. It's not some sort of like, oh, I can just speak into the minds of, you know what I'm saying? So you're going to have the ability to have a certain range to your telepathy of a shorter range, and you can speak telepathically with others in their minds. Cool, right? That's a feature of the scion. And then there's also a cyborn race, which is like a little mental, like, you know, they look like Protoss from Star Wars. It's a cyborn telepathic race, and they're known for telepathy, right? So the cyborn have a talent. One of their 5 ancestry traits is like psychic powers, right? And it is the same feature as the scion's feature, telepathy in 5 spaces. Telepathy in 5 spaces. And in general, if an ancestry ever grants you a feature that you already have, you get refunded that point. So for scions, cyborn, for the cyborn ancestry, that telepathy would be immediately refunded to them, and they'd get 1 point to spend on whatever they want on their own ancestries again, right? So you would never have the situation where you just waste a point because, oh, I already have it, or my ancestry granted me the same thing as my, oh man, you know, so you get the point refunded back and you can spend it. Done, right? And if you are a scion cyborn, there's actual features that expand that you like requirement, like that have prerequisites, right? So you could expand your telepathy and have even better telepathy because you already have the prerequisite of telepathy, and you could get improved telepathy. So if you were a cyborn scion, you would actually have the strongest telepathy possible at the start of the game, which makes sense also for that combo pairing, right? Anyway, there's that. Cool, done, cool. All right, step 7 done. Weapon and inventory, right? So for the weapon, I honestly don't know what my wife wants to do for her weapon, but she's a scion, so I really don't see her doing a lot with that anyway. I'm going to, just because I think it's cool and the character art of her character, I'm going to give her a staff. And it's just going to be a simple, versatile staff, 2, 3, right? And it's going to be bludgeoning. Done. And that's going to be her staff. It's going to be it's just super simple. You know what I'm saying? She's a spellcaster. I don't even know if she's going to use the staff, but there you go. Easy done, right? So there's the inventory, and then the inventory comes half from your background and half from your class. In general, you're going to get like light weapons and light armor and other things like that. Also for inventory, I'm not worried about inventory for this little one shot. I also don't want these brand new players to have to worry about tracking inventory. I'm going to be giving them very simple things, and I'm going to be giving them very simple with index cards. So the inventory is going to exist in real life in the form of index cards, and that's how we're going to handle it. So inventory is going to be kind of hand waved for this as well, which is super simple. Cool, done. And now we get to ancestries. Oh, I almost showed my hand on that one. Let me go up to here to ancestries. All right, so ancestries. She is a human, and here is the human. Coach's birthday. Birthday's on the 29th, so it's not today. It's close. We're getting close, right? Okay, close. All right, so here is the human ancestry. One of the things that is important to me about a human is, and I think this is important in fantasy races, I have a very, very huge lore explanation that I cannot give away right now, but as to why this is the case. But I think that there's a human spirit, a human resolve. Humans, I think it's awesome in a fantasy setting. Whenever a human gets freaking knocked down to the ground, they're bleeding out, they just have that... they have that will to get up and keep pushing and keep going. I just got chills thinking about Freaking humans get knocked down in this big fantasy setting where there's dragonborn and fire genasi and elves and dwarves and all this stuff. But humans, man, they got that resolve to push forward and push on and keep going, right? That's, I think, so cool for humans. In the big picture of fantasy, right? Humans, whenever they are backs against the wall, they're down and out, they can push through and they are resilient, right? So humans have 5 attribute points. What they get, one of those attributes is your death's door threshold increases by 1. So now it's not just a -3, it's a -4, baby, because you're a human. Oh, I freaking love that. So yeah, human, you're gonna be at death's door. Yeah, you can get knocked down, but you're gonna be able to keep pushing just a little longer while you're down there. Gets that human vibe across. Cool. Second thing is you get a additional attribute point. They're the only race that's going to be able to get just a straight up attribute point to be able to put somewhere. But keep in mind, this attribute point, you cannot break your cap. The cap is still 3, right? So you're going to be able to put this point somewhere. All right. Where do I want to put it? For the sake of this, for the sake of, if my wife sees this later and chooses to do something else, she'll do something else. But from what I heard from her, and what I think she would want is agility right here. So I'm going to give her a little bump to agility, which means this is going to bump up to a 3. And that means this bumps up to a 3. And that means all of these bump up to a 2, a 2, a 2. Nice try. And then that also means our physical defense gets bumped up by 1 more. And that means this gets bumped up by 1 more. And that means this gets bumped up by 1 more. And then also health gets bumped up by 1 more. Boom. Nice. Look at that. Boom. Human, baby. Let's go. That little bump to that 2 in agility. Get it kind of a little trickle in there. Oh, and my martial save now goes up to a 2 because now acrobatics is a 2 and it's the highest of those. Cool. Jump distance now. Ooh, jump distance now is now a 2. Ooh, sick. What a great choice, coach. You know what I'm saying? What a great choice to put that 2 there. Woo-hoo-hoo. All right, done. And so humans get 5 points. 1 is the death's door. 2 points of those 5 is the additional attribute point. And the last 2 is resilience. Choose 1 additional save to gain mastery in. Ooh, 1 more save to gain mastery in. We're going to hit up the intelligence. We're going to hit up the intelligence, symbolizing that scion mental defense in that aspect. So that's going to now bump this up to a 1, which is going to be another mastery. So she's going to have 3 save masteries because she's a human. Done. There it is. There you go. Done. Boom. There is the Scion. And then other than this, as far as the Scion goes, is going to be the traits that the Scion gets. The Scion does not get a bonus hit point at level 1, so that's a wash. I already gave the mana points out. Everything else is going to be stuff that I'm going to print out and give them. So there's that, right? So cool. Let me catch up back with the chat and the super chats, and then we'll do the next one. But there's my wife's character for DC20, Sienna, the human Scion, looking sick, babe. Let's go. All right. Let me go back and check here. What we got? Liam, another super chat. In later versions of the game, will attunement slots be on the character sheet? Yeah, that's going to be, I think, one vision I have is having an equipment sheet, a spot, just for a sheet for equipment. I think that would be a real nice thing to have. It's one of the things that is floating around in my head. But I could definitely see attunement being important in that way. But then, like, where does it go in the sheet? And I think it could go in the inventory spot. But then we want to have its own section. So in general, I want to have a character sheet that's like super streamlined, compact, to have everything on it. But then I also want to do a version that has, like, it's a little less clustered and cramped. You know what I mean? Because we're already going to have to add another thing for spellcasters to have a spell list and have all their spells all organized. Because a lot of the spells won't just, you can't put that on your character sheet. You're going to have it separate yet. Cool, here we go. Character sheet. Okay, the character sheet's gorgeous. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. Lots of hard work went into this thing, and it's been so cool to see. Silk has just done a amazing job with this and has taken it in a super awesome artistic direction. Great with feedback, all that kind of stuff. It's been great. Cool. And then there we go. Yeah, inventory needs to be bigger because, and that's what I'm saying. I'm picturing this having a character with like slots for equipment, and then like a backpack slot, and then like an attunement thing. So there's I have a whole vision for the inventory and all of that. So here we go. I'm pointing at the sheet, but I don't even have it up there. So now I need to save this. So we're gonna save this. Cool, and then I'm gonna save it as a PDF. Yep. Okay. Cool. I've never done this before. Save. Adobe PDF. Yeah. Hello. Save. Oh, is it? Oh. There we go. Print. Okay, cool. So we're gonna put this in a DC20 folder. We're gonna put this in a new folder for birthday one shot. Cool. We're gonna put it here. And then we're gonna name this one Sienna. Hello? Sienna. Boom. Is it saved? Is it good? I don't want to mess this up because I'm going to be so sad if I mess up. Oh, has been created. Okay, cool. I think we're good. Oh yeah, it created that on the side. Awesome, great. Okay, cool. So then if I refresh this and I reload it, it's clean and wiped off. Let's go. Back to a new one. Let's go. So there is now back to the character sheet. We're back to the start now. Let me pull back up the next character here. We are doing Ivy the Rogue. Let's go. So this sheet is now done. And then now let's see, where's Ivy? That's her. That's here we go. All right. So Ivy is going to be a -1. -1. We are a rogue here. 3, playing the stereotypical agility rogue, and then intelligence of 0. Love it. Okay. So now the extra bonus point they wanted to put in charisma. So there we go. And that's the points. Oh, and then I'm gonna go ahead and fill this in too, just so that we can streamline this whole process. They chose all the agility traits and athletics. Let's go. Super physical based rogue. Love it. And survival. Let's go. And that's all we need from that. So now GM Jojo sees the character sheet. Let's go. Oh, but yeah. Okay. Sorry. I see bug. I thought of saying something the first time I saw bug, but I forgot to say it. So now I see you, bug. And then Joel's amazing. Joel has with the live stream any Baldur's Gate on your gaming channel. Oh yeah. See Baldur's Gate. I missed the boat on that. I was in the middle of all the move and all the house, and I was living in an apartment, and then Baldur's Gate launched, and then I came back, and then we had to launch DC20, and then finally DC20 launched, and then I just couldn't. I would have had to sacrifice too much to play Baldur's Gate, and I don't. Yeah. So, yeah, I've been doubling down on DC20 because especially with all the reception it's got and how big the reception's been, I've been blown away. So I can't not do anything but DC20. So yeah, cool. And then let's go. All right, now I'm going to do this now, but I'm not going to do it as structured, right? I'm not going to do it as formally as before. I'm just going to kind of fly through it. So buckle up, people. Prime modifier's 3. This is going to be a 3. The saves for her for sure is going to be an agility save and a charisma save, which brings that to a 3 and this to a 4, which keeps this at a -1. Whoops, -1, not there. And then that's going to be 4 because it's the higher of the two. 0 stays there. 3 is the higher of these two. So that's a 3. All of those are good. I already did the points there. So then now this would be a 1, a -1, -1. And this would be, 5. Let's go. 2, 0, 0. 2, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Cool. Trays don't count. There's that. Hit points is going to be a base of 6, technically. In my head, I think of a base of 6 because a base 4 plus 2 times your level. At level 1, it's 2, right? So it's 4 plus 2. So base is really 6 at level 1 for an adventurer, right? And then might and agility. So 6 is going to drop down to a 5 for a second. But then plus 3 brings us back up to an 8. Nice. Also, while we're at it, she's a rogue. Rogue do not get a +1 bonus to health, so we're going to stay right there to 8. Done. Rogues are a martial class, so they have 1 stamina and no mana. Surprise, surprise, rogues don't have mana. Mental defense is going to be 8 plus 1 is 9, plus your charisma and intelligence, so 9 goes to a 10, which means this is 15 and this is 20. And then physical defense is a 8 plus 1 is 9, plus agility, so 9 plus 3, 12, plus 1 more for the light armor bonus of just novice light armor is 13. Well, 113, dear God. So light armor of 13, and then we have a 13, 18, and 23 for the heavy and the brutal. No damage reduction, cool. -3 for the death's door threshold. Movement speed is 4. Jump distance is the longer of these two, which is 3. That's always 4. This is always 12. This is always the highest of those, which is 5 in this case. Nice. Those all fill out 1 and 1 for the rest points. All of that's good. She is going to use throwing daggers. Throwing daggers. Oof, sick. Damage is 2, and the damage type is piercing. Nice. Love it. Love it. And then, you know what? I need to I'm going to double check this. I want to make sure that I'm correct on this as far as the range here. And this is actually gonna matter even more here in a second whenever I talk about elves, because she's an elf and there's some cool things elves get when it comes to range. So weapons, I'm in the alpha now. Where are we at? Equipment. There's equipment. Weapons. There we go. So properties, we got the weapon. She's going to use a blade, a pick, spear, staff, sword, fist, whip, special, bow. No, not a bow, not a crossbow. No. There we go. So she's going to do, okay. Also, just for the record, the blade, no, she doesn't want. I don't want her to have concealable. This should be fine. So thrown is 5 to 15. There we go. So 5 to 15, right? But 5 to 15 is the range. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. Range 5 to 15. Yeah, I'll just do that, right? Range is 5 to 15. I'm going to put in parentheses just because it helps me remember. Okay, cool. So range is 5 to 15, but we're going to come back to that in a second whenever we talk about elves, right? So that's all. It's just good for her, and she's good, and she's done, right? That's everything, and that's about how fast you can make a character here. Defense, combat, weapons inventory, ancestry, class features. So now we're going to hit up the ancestry. She's an elf, okay? Wait. Athletics 1 instead of a 3. Wait, is the athletics 1 instead of 3? It's not 3. It's not 3. Or I'm confused and need to access my alpha more because of the -1 in might. So might's -1, +2 is 1. So there we go. Okay, cool. We're good? We good? All right, cool. And then I was just double checking. I saw you side binge. I see you side binge. Maybe check myself. I was going fast, so I was like, oh, let me see. All right. I'm not trying to. Player character is Kristen. Kristen is her character name is Ivy. She's level 1. She is an elf. Her background, nothing. And she's a rogue. Cool. So for elves, here's what elves get, people. Elves, I'm going to put this right here. Advantage versus charm and magic and sleep. Done. Advantage versus charm and sleep. In fact, actually, I think I'm gonna put this here. Magic, change to charm and sleep phrasing. There we go. I just made a big old ugly note in the ancestry document. I'll come back and fix that. So elves have advantage against charms and sleeps, and then they also have something called nimble. Is when you take the dodge action, it counts as the full dodge action. Ooh, that's crazy. So dodge, full dodge. That's a little note there for that. And they also have something called Peerless Sight, which they have super good vision, almost like eagle vision. And the way that's represented in DC20 is you don't have disadvantage at your long range, right? So for throwing daggers specifically here, the range, and also if you see, so no, that's just too long to get into, right? So range is 5, so you could throw a dagger at a range of 5 and be totally fine. You could throw a dagger up to a range of 15 spaces, right? These numbers are in spaces, like on a battle map, right? So 15 spaces. 15 spaces is pretty legit, but all your attacks would be at disadvantage between that 5 to 15 spaces. You could make the throw, but it's a disadvantage, right? So elves got that vision, baby. They got good eyesight, right? They got eagle eyes, baby. And they don't actually have that disadvantage. So your range in this case, I'm just going to say is 15 because that doesn't matter. They don't have that anymore. It's just they have a straight up range. So archery, bows, yes. Distance, yes. Let's go. Elves. Also, side note, little bit of a lore teaser sneak peek. I like to have opposites. So whenever an ancestry has something about something, that's very vague. When an ancestry has something in a certain way, I like to have an opposite and another ancestry have that. So elves have very good long vision. Like they can see and it's canceling out the long range stuff, all this stuff. They have very good eagle eyes, like, binocular vision, right? Gnomes have the opposite, right? Gnomes have the opposite. Gnomes have magnification vision. Gnomes can freaking look at something and like super see it real good, right? Like it's almost like, those goggles that they have like the freaking microscope, they can like see super good, which is also why they're so good at tinkering and making stuff and adding and like having cool little gadgets and stuff, because they're actually biologically good at seeing that, and it speaks to them, right? So they have a whole set thing for that. So anyway, I thought that was super cool. So gnomish. I'm telling you guys, just wait. It's so legit. All right. So let's go. Range, there's elves. Okay, cool. And the peerless sight, and cool. Also, side note, elves have advantage. Let me put this down here too. I'm going to put this here. Advantage versus illusions. Versus seeing illusions. Elves also, with their vision being so good, they can also see through illusions just a little bit better. They have such freaking good eyesight. They can see just a little bit better. They're nimble, agility flavor, right? And they got their eyesight, and then you get the idea, right? So cool. There is elves. There is Kristen's Ivy Rogue. Done. Rogues, also just checking through the rogues. They have Sinister Strike, Debilitating Strike, Cunning, Disengage. Oh, that's interesting. That'll be part of her character sheet, so that's fine. And then Thieves Can't. Cool, done. That's level. There we go. So I'm gonna go back to the chat. Any quick little questions here? Expertise. Mortal Bane, hold up, timeout. Mortal Bane kicking in here. Yes, you're right, Mortal Bane. They do get expertise in one skill. This is very true. So that's going to actually be a thing here. I'm going to put it in stealth. And she's going to have a fracking 7 in stealth. Let's go. That's wild. Freaking rogues, man. That's so cool. Rogues. Only class right now in the game that can actually do that. Only class in the game that can actually hit that 7. That's nuts. So let's go. And then MDB 11. Oh, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes. 8, 9. Did I add charisma at some point later? No. Charisma's always been 2. Oh, no, I put it as 1 at the very beginning, and then I upped it to 2. Maybe I didn't catch that. Yeah, there you go. No, 100% should be 11. Very good call. Very good call. Thank you. Hodop of the Hodopian Dynasty. Let's go. So then, and then 2 skills for expertise. Holy crap, that's right. Rogues, hold up. You're right. I'm going to Acrobatics. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, no, I'm going to do that. Yeah, I'm going to also I'm going to hit her up here and hook it up with the acrobatics, which also brings that to a 7. That's legit. And then, Grant is the one that spotted that. Nice job, Grant. Let's go. Teamwork, y'all. Teamwork. Oh, let's go. I love that. I did go super fast. I'm a little bit upset with myself for missing that. I messed up on the mental defense. I'm upset with myself for missing that. I really am. But here we go. I don't know whose birthday it is. I don't know whose birthday it is today either. Mine's in 3 days, but I don't know. And then max range, OV. Well, and so I could go on about my thoughts about the range thing in elves, if it's overpowered or not. I don't think it's overpowered. I think it's a perfect fit for the spot that it's in, and yeah. So I could go on about why I don't think it's broken, but yeah, that's another thing. Oh, it's your sister-in-law's. There we go. Hodapa the Hodapian Dynasty's sister-in-law. There we go. And then oh, wait a second. Hold up. I'm coming back to the chat now before I go back and do the next character sheet here. And yes, there we go. We do have a super chat. Liam, draining kiss and disappointing devil wings as fiendborn traits so we can have a succubus build. Succubus, draining kiss and disappearing devil wings as fiendborn traits. So on the draining kiss, no, there's not going to be a draining kiss. But there will be a Beastborn feature that has a drain type of situation, like a vampire, like that type of situation, of a draining bite type thing. So you could easily, if you wanted to make a succubus race, go steal points from that. You could do that. Also, Fiendborn, Angelborn, Dragonborn, Birdborn, any sort of race that has the ability to fly. Fiendborn is one of those, so you can have devil wings on your back and that could be a whole thing, and that you could do that. Now, it's going to cost a lot of points for flying, and you won't be able to have full flying at level 1. That's a whole nother conversation. That's a whole nother freaking, don't get me started on that. That's a long story there. But in general, Liam, I got you covered with your succubus and incubus, right? So yeah, there we go. And Sinmad, I completely agree, highly situational. And then for the people that when it does matter, so many times in lots of ways, if you have a longbow, the long range component of the longbow is not going to ultimately matter. In the case of throwing daggers, that's really cool, but that's like part of their whole class kit, you know what I'm saying? Dude, happy birthday. Thank you, Aussie Gamer. Appreciate you, bro. Angelborn, can't wait. Let's go. Angels... I'm sorry, angels can drain life now. Since when and why can they? Angels cannot drain life. I was talking about Devilborn. Devilborn, like a succubus. Devilborn is what I was talking about with drain life. That was like a devilish drain is what the succubus question was. Not angels. Angels do not have the ability to drain life. No. So there we go. Vampires. Okay, cool. All right. So hold up. Let me save this. Print, yes. Okay, print. And then we're going to have Ivy here. Ivy is done. Save a Rooney. Got it. Saved. Love it. Reset. Redo. Relaunch. Here we go. Reload. Yeah, reload it. All right, cool. Next up is going to be Lorne. Player character name is Lauren. Character name is Lorne. Level 1 ancestry is a fireborn. Background is we're not doing that. Class is going to be a ranger. Love it. And now for Lauren here, all Lauren said was she gave me the priority of what she wanted her 4 attributes to be. So we're going to actually build it out for her. Number 1 was going to be intelligence. She wanted to be an intelligence version, symbolizing the tracking and hunting and finding people, right? After intelligence was charisma. So we're going to put the 1 there. Agility is going to be the 0. And might is going to be the -1. Love it. There's that. And so we're going to have the extra point go into charisma here. Cool, because she wanted that, you know what I'm saying? She doesn't know that she just massively nerfed her health. That's fine. She's a freaking fireborn ranger. She's got to stay the heck back, y'all. Stay back. Cool. Fire Genasi bow. So I'm going to put this down here, bow, just so I don't forget. Bows deal 2 damage, and that is piercing. Bow hates water, vulnerable water. Yep. Okay, cool. Bow, Fire Genasi. Okay, cool. All right, we got it. So now we're going to build this ranger. So the save proficiencies, I'm going to say is intelligence, and I'm going to do agility, just to give a little something over here to agility, just kind of help that out a little bit. And then, so that's going to bring this to a 4. This stays a 2. That's a 4 because that's the highest. 0 goes to 1. Whoop, 1. And might stays at a -1, which brings that to a 1. And then prime is a 3. And now here we go. So for the skills now, skills are going to be, you get 5 skills, for sure awareness. Ranger, she's got a hunter, bounty hunter, a highly intelligent tracker is basically what she's at. So 100% survival here. We're also going to go into medicine. We're also going to go into investigation. And so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Definitely not this. I almost feel like rangers, I always think about acrobatics, but no. Trickery, it might be a cool thing, but then we also have other people that are all into trickery. Animal, and we're gonna do animal here just to kind of give somebody something with animal, because nobody other characters have animal, and we're done. So that's going to give me the 5. 5, 5, 5. Do we hear 5, 5, 5? We got a -1, -1, -1 all across the board. -1, 0. Here do we get a 0? Do I get a 0? 0. 4, do I get a 2? 2 goes to 4. 2, 2, 2. Do I hear 2? 2. And we got a 5, 5, 5, 5 all across the board. 5. So many 5s. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Ah, nice. Cool. And there's all our skills. Done. Stamina points. She's a ranger. She gets 1, as all martial classes do. Mana points. She's a ranger. Oh, also, sorry. What's up, Corey? I've been good, man. Fireborn ranger. Just wait until you see the Fireborn ancestry traits. Gonna be sick. Absolutely sick. Anyway, so where was I? Rangers are martial characters. They are not some sort of, also like paladins are hybrids. Come on, paladins, they are fighter meets cleric. Let's go. They got magic. They got their come on, that is a hybrid class of both. Rangers are not that. I'm sorry. Rangers are not magical. I don't see them as being this like pseudo druid in tune with nature type stuff. No, they're in tune with nature because they freaking know nature like the back of their hand, because they've been living in it and studying it and surviving in it and learn, like Bear Grylls surviving, like them expressing themselves through a martial lens, like a martial filter, is so much more badass than like, oh, they're in tune with nature and I can like read the... No, that's druid stuff. Stop it. That's druid stuff. So there are going to be subclasses for the ranger that are magical, like, you know, the Gloomstalker thing or the Portal whatever one and other things like that, of course, right? But not the baseline ranger. Anyway, there's my rant. I'm done. Baseline hit points are 6 hit points, 63 hit points. Whoa. Base hit points is 6 plus might and agility, which brings us down. We got a 5 here, people. We got a 5. She's got 5 hit points. Let's go. And then mental defense is going to be 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 plus 5, here we go, is 14. Very, very strong mental defense here. 14 goes to 19, goes to 24. Let's go. Physical defense is going to be 8 plus 1 is 9. Plus 1 for the light armor. Oops. There we go. Plus 1 for light armor and plus your agility, which is nothing. So it stays at 10. So we have a 15 and we have a 20. So very dangerous combo there of 5 health and 10 physical defense. Oof, right? Death Door threshold gets us that -3. Move speed is a 4. Jump distance is the higher of these two, which in this case is 0, but it's a minimum of 1. Nice try. You can't have a jump distance of 0, meaning your feet can't leave the ground. No, that's dumb. Attack check's always 4. Save DC is always 12. Martial check is the higher of the two, which in this case is 0. And we got our bow. We got our piercing damage. Rest points is a 1 and a 1. And there is our ranger, except for the ancestry. But I just see Liam's super chat here. Fireborn should be called Ifrit. Ooh, airborne should be called Venti. Waterborne should be called Naiad. Earthborn is fine because Earthborn already exists in mythology. Interesting. So in general, I would say they're gonna have to have each of them will have to. I see Ifrit, Venti, and Nerati, and I wouldn't just have it also be Earthborn. I think that if they're gonna have a name, they should all be thematically kind of tied together, kind of like Ignan, Uwan, and like the languages, right? So. That's still up in the air. It's not going to be Fire Genasi. It's not going to be Fireborn, Waterborn, Earthborn. I don't know. Right now it's Fireborn just as the code name for it. It's super simple. But I definitely am going to put those names into the bucket as far as what they're called. Love that. Thank you, Liam. So your jump distance is always the higher between your might and agility, whichever one's the highest. As a default 1, right? So that's the minimum jump distance is 1. So if you had something here that increased your jump distance by 1, your jump distance would stay 1. You see what I'm saying? So your jump distance right now is 0, right? Your jump distance right now is 0, but your jump distance can only be a minimum of 1. So there we go, right? So your jump distance is not 1, and then you add on to your jump like that. I hope that makes sense to answer that question. Anyway, for you, Jason, gotcha. And then cool. Gotcha. Awesome. Yes, Albastine. At level 4, you get 2 more ancestry points, and at level 7, you get 3 more ancestry points to be able to spend more points and expand and evolve your character, giving them more powers and benefits based on their ancestry, because that would also be coming online more so too. So. Cool. Pow. Jump distance. We got that. Cool. Everything's cool. And now the Fireborn ancestry. I'm super excited for this one. So I'm going to do an alternate. I'm going to throw a lateral here. So the default for Fireborn, you get 5 points. One of those plus 2 speed, right? So of the 5 points, 2 points. Wait, am I still showing? We're good here. So of those 5 points, 2 points gives you plus 1 speed. So your move speed actually is 5. Fiery, fast, quick, moving. You're lighter. You're freaking light. You're made of fire, and you just zip around, right? You're a little faster. Okay. So that's one. Second is resistant to fire damage. Obviously, I mean, come on. If anyone's surprised about that one, that'd be crazy. So resistance to fire damage. Done. All right. Super simple. And then stay with me here on this one. The next trait for the default, again, all ancestries have 5 points default, right? Also, asterisk, this is not the official final release. I have not done the update for this yet. And this next one's an example. Like, I think fire genasi getting a plus 1 speed, I think that's cool. I'm not 100% in love with it. I think it's cool. I think it fits, but I'm not 100% sold on it. It might stick and stay, or it might just be an alternate thing. So there's that. And then resistance to fire damage, that's obvious. That's a given. Yes. But here's another thing. The last point here is you have advantage on saves against the burning condition. So yeah, I mean, I think that totally makes sense. I think that absolutely makes sense. It's a fire genasi. You have advantage against saves against the burning condition, which is when you get caught on fire, right? So, I think that's fine. I don't think it excites me too much, but I think it's fine. So, in a perfect example here of how Liam, that's actually another thing that is what's going to happen. So, another thing here is how ancestries work. That's the base default 5. There's 5 default points that you get if you pick Fire Genasi, but there's an extra little pool of points here. I have another 4 points here that you can swap things out, right? So I'm actually going to swap out the advantage on saves against the burning condition. I'm going to swap that out for another feature, an optional Fire Genasi feature. Fiery imbuement. So for 1 point, I'm swapping out the advantage on saves against the burning condition. I'm swapping that out for this ability right here. So what this is, fiery imbuement, you spend 1 action point as part of an attack check, and you can imbue a melee weapon, ranged weapon, or unarmed strike. Or sorry. You spend 1 action point as part of an attack check to imbue a melee weapon, unarmed strike, or piece of ammunition with +1 fire damage. So yes, a fire genasi can catch their weapon, whether it be their arrow, whether it be their throwing dagger, whether it be their sword. They can a little bit of fire lick onto that weapon and be able to again do a little bit extra fire damage, right? Spend an action point for it. It's a whole thing. Cool. So that is going to be expressed right here. Fire weapon, fire arrow. We're going to call it fire arrow, fire imbue. Or we're going to call it imbue fire. And that's going to be 1 AP for +1 fire damage. I'm just going to leave that there in super simple language for her to have on her character sheet, right? Cyborn rogue pain. Yes. And then hose and spray fire. Oh, that's funny. I thought of a fire trail, Golden Sanji. One of those things popped in my head as a fire trail, like where they move. But that would be a little bit higher of a trait, I think. A little bit more. That's a little bit more oomph, right? Benoit, I'm out. Love the stream. Appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. So there we go. Unarmed strikes on fire. Heck yeah. Fiery fists, baby. Freaking fire genasi monk. Woo, let's go. So cool. All right, anyway. So there's the fire genasi. We got it. We good. And done. Back to it. Sweet. So saving that one, printing it off, saving it, printing it. That is Lorne. And we are good to go. Next, yoga flame. that's some hot yoga. If you haven't done Bikram yoga, that's where they put you in like 100-degree something room and then you just do yoga. It's freaking insane. My stepbrother forced me to do it when I was younger. It's wild. Anyway, Shayukin. For the flameborn beans, feed the flames. All right, cool. So we're back to here, and now we're going to the boys. We just did the girls. We did my wife, Kristen, and Lauren, which are the wives of Brett and Jeff. It's basically three couples, right? Me and my wife, and 2 other couples. I'm dungeon mastering though, obviously. So now we got the 2 boys. Here we go. Here's what's sick, y'all. Here's what's sick. First of all, time out. Here's what's sick. Okay, so Brett and Jeff, Brett wanted to do this like Hulk. He wanted to be the Hulk. He's like, he's never played a tabletop role play game before. And he was like, I want to be like Wolverine or Hulk, one of the two. And I was like, all right, let's go. So he wanted to do Hulk, and he wanted to like Hulk out, right? And I was like, okay. But in my head, I'm thinking DC20. I'm thinking like all this stuff. Like, obviously he's going to be a barbarian. Okay, cool. So he's a barbarian. Got it. Rage. And then I was like, but like when he transforms, like what is it he's transforming? It's not going to be the Hulk. I don't want his skin to turn necessarily green. I was like, what if he's like a demon, devil, like a demon born, devil born, and like he becomes more demonic, and like his horns grow partially, and he like bulks out, hulks out, demon Hulk type situation, right? Thought that was super sick. And then Jeff wanted to make a cleric, and I thought it would be really cool to pair them up together in a cool one-shot type of way. So I am going to add an extra homebrew mechanic that I'll talk about at the end of the live stream, where I'm going to give him a buff. I'm going to give the barbarian a buff to their rage to make it even more powerful, but somewhat uncontrollable. So this rage is going to be a blind rage, like a fury, mindless rage of this demon that he shifts into. He's still going to be able to play and have control in certain ways, but then it's going to be a problem after it's done. And the other cool part is the cleric is a demon-born cleric. How sick is that? A demon-born cleric. And this cleric has studied and spent their lives to absolve themselves and redeem themselves. Another little bit of lore thing here in DC20 is angel-born and devil-born, right? Fiend-born, celestial-born, whatever you want to call it. We're going to call it angel-born and devil-born for right now. Angels and devils, right? Angel-born can become fallen and take on traits of the devil-born. And devil-born can become redeemed and take on traits of the angel-born. It's something you can do. It's depending on the dungeon master, depending on the character, depending on whatever if they've done things to redeem themselves. You can start off the game as a redeemed. You can earn it in the middle of the game. You can start off as a devil-born and have a change of heart and a character, and you start acting different, and you're doing different things, and you become redeemed. Or you vice versa. An angel-born can become fallen based on certain things they do and deviate away from that path, right? So The barbarian is a straight up devilborn, but the cleric is a devilborn who has put in the work, put in the time. Cleric, right? They've done all that. They've researched. That's why their main thing is intelligence for this cleric that we're about to build, an intelligence-based cleric. All of that, right? And then they now know how to beat the demon. They now know how to contain the demon inside of his friend. So when the barbarian hulks out and goes demon form and goes mindless and goes crazy, I'm also giving a homebrew bonus level up perk, my homebrew DM feature to this barbarian to be a wild barbarian to where he just goes mindless and rage berserk. But I'm also giving a perk to his friend, the cleric, to be able to snap him out of it and magically try and put the demons at bay and subdue them back and make him snap out of it, right? So that's going to be super sick for the two of them, and it's going to be a problem at the end of every combat. There's going to be 2 combats in this one shot. At the end of every combat, they're going to have to deal with their demon Hulk friend, and they're going to have to try and do something. He's going to show up to make a spell check, and if he doesn't make the spell, it's going to be a whole thing. It's going to be a whole thing. So anyway, Hellboy, yeah, you see it, yeah. So love it. Appreciate you, Hodop. Okay, so oh God, that's interesting. Start classless and then build into it. There's actually that thought has crossed my mind, Sinmad. Don't you worry. And no guarantees, but that thought has crossed my mind. All right, so here we go. We are going to build the barbarian. We're going to build the barbarian first. Okay. So we got the sheet here. We got Jax. There we go. Player character name is Brett. Character name, is Jax. Level 1. Ancestry is Devilborn. Or we're going to actually say this is Demonborn. Demonborn. Background, nope. Class is Barbarian. Bobrian. Cool. And then we got his character sheet right here that he filled out himself. Of course he gave himself the Might of 3. That's freaking sick. Agility 1. Charisma is the -1, and intelligence is 1. Bango, done. So intelligence, we got that. We built it out there. That means this is a 3. And also he picked his skills. He picked his skills of athletics, intimidation, of course, acrobatics, yes. Influencing others, yes. And then survival. Love it. All right, cool. And that was one of the things that in this little session 0 we had while our kids are playing around in the background and other things. They filled out at least this, and then I'll take it and run it from here, right? So anyway, all right. So now let's just fill it out. Cool. So awareness is going to be a 3 because it's the same as that. Physical saves. Oh, we should do physical saves first. I got ahead of myself. We're going to for sure do might and honestly agility. No. He's going to need a mental save for the save he makes to try and snap out of it for himself. So I don't want to nerf him too bad there. And he did choose intelligence, so I'm going to respect his wishes there. So 1 + 1 is 2 for here. We're still sticking with a -1 here for charisma, which honestly might be the save that I make him make anyway. In fact, actually, that is what I'm going to do. It's a charisma save because that's what that would be. In DC20, intelligence saves are things about your mind and your thoughts and your knowledge and reading your mind and thoughts, all those things having to do with like your brain, right? Charisma is your personality. It's your soul, if you want to think of it like that, right? So possession, like mind control, that would be your charisma. They are controlling you in that way, right? So that is going to be a -1, and that makes sense for him to be a -1 there. So I'm actually going to drop this and kick it over here and put that into agility, and that's going to be a 2, and then that's going to be a 4, and that's going to be a 4, and that's going to be a 1. Cool. Bada bang, bada boom. Cool. And then, whoa, Swordplay and Sorcery. What's up? Happy friggin' birthday. Swordplay and Sorcery, dude. Appreciate you, brother. Swordplay and Sorcery is from One Shot Questers. His name's Jakin. He played a dual wielding ranger for the record, that I absolutely love, and I feel bad, Jake, and I one of the worst feelings is whenever I didn't reference and remember that you played a ranger, because Jakin played a melee dual wielding ranger, which is freaking sick, and was so cool, like hunters marking a melee target and walking. Yeah. So anyway, appreciate you, Jakin. Happy freaking birthday. Appreciate it. But thanks, brother. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Let's go. This is turned into a birthday live stream. I didn't even think about it. I just was like, birthday one shot. I put it in the thumbnail. I didn't even think about then realizing that people would then realize it's my birthday. Laugh about it. Yeah, we're gonna laugh about it for a long time, and especially the ranger on the cover. Just you wait. Anyway, so all those are done. Okay, now we're back to it. 3. We got our 5. We got our 1 plus 2 is 3, and then a 1, then a 1, then a -1. Shadook. -1, 1, 1, 1, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Cool. All right. There's that. Cool. Barbarians have 1 stamina and 1 max stamina. No mana points. That's obvious. Base of 6. I just had to think back to the ranger, rogue. Okay, we're good. Sorry. I would make sure I didn't mess up the healths over here. So health points. We got 6 health points as a base, plus might, which brings us to 9, plus agility, which brings us to 10, plus barbarian, which brings us to 12 hit points. Let's go. 12 hit points. And then I don't know what's his name, the Devilborn. Okay, no, he's not going to get any more from that. So 12. Boom, big old 12 hit points for the freaking barbarian. Let's go. Mental defense is going to be 8 plus 1 is 9. And then these cancel each other out, so we're staying at 9. Cool. Low mental defense. It's okay. That's not too bad though. Oh no, that's the worst so far. That's fine. It's a barbarian. 9 plus 5 is 14, and then we have a 19. Done. Physical defense for barbarians. Barbarians have a unique physical defense. They have something called unarmored defense, or I guess it's called primal defense. Savage defense. I now need to say it correctly because I want it to be accurate here. Barbarian, they get their barbarian. Okay, cool. Rage, reckless attack, savage defense. There we go. Savage defense, which is 8 plus combat mastery. 8 plus combat mastery, which is 1, is 9. Plus agility brings us to a 10. Plus might brings us to a 13. Nice. So they add both. The 8 plus 1 is always the case. And you always add your agility because that's just anyone's unarmored defense. But a barbarian also adds their might to their unarmored defense, which you normally don't do, which adds the scaling and all that kind of stuff. And that's going to bring heavy up to a 13, 13 plus 5, 13 plus 5, 18. I don't know why that was so hard just now. And then we got a 23. And then damage reduction is none because you're unarmored. And the other thing before I forget, movement speed is 4 in general. But you have a because you're unarmored, because you're savage defense, if you aren't wearing armor and you're unarmored like this, you gain a +1 speed. So barbarians actually are just a little notch faster than everybody else, right? Barbarians, monks, and certain rangers are also a little bit faster than usual. So there's that. Done. Love it. And movement speed 5, jump distance, got it. Cool. Sweet. Cool. And then, whoa, Joe Cherry. Oh, dude. Oh, wow. Happy birthday. All the man Joe Cherry does just says, happy birthday. With like a badass ellipse afterwards. Happy birthday. Bang, dude. Oh my God, dude. Thanks, dude. Oh, shoot, man. I'm just sitting here trying to make some character sheets for a birthday one shot, and you guys coming in here dropping some love on me. Appreciate that, dude. Joe Cherry, man. Joe Cherry has played DC20 in a one shot with me. We've played D&D together and we played DC20 together. So Joe is awesome dude. Great role player. You'd love to have him at your table. You were a great player, dude. It's super awesome. And you freaking come in here. You deserve all the love. Keep up the good work, man. I appreciate you, dude. And Joe knows. We had in our little one shot. It was a patron one shot with the DC20, and then they asked me some like hard hitting real life questions afterwards. So you know how much that means, dude. Man, I appreciate you, dude. For real. Oh man. Okay. So, and now I'm in charge of snacks. Yep. I think the birthday food is easily taken care of now. Oh man, thanks, Joe. Appreciate you. All right. Let me take a little catch myself. Okay. All right. Attack check is always a 4. Save DC is always a 41, 12. Martial check's the highest, which is a 5 here. Sick. And then he's going with a hammer. Hammer is a big old huge hammer, which is a great hammer. And that's going to be 4 damage, and that's going to be bludgeoning. Bludgeoning. Boom, bang, there we go. Hammer, 4 damage, bludgeoning, got it there. Jump distance is the higher of the 2, which in this case is 3. Higher between might and agility, which is 3. Death's door threshold, which is that -3, as usual. Cool. Rest points is a 1 and a 1. Got it. And then all that's done. Got it. I'm making sure I don't miss anything from the freaking curveball. Sweet, cool, done. Nice. All right. So now with Barbarian, they have reckless attack, rage, all that good stuff. Cool. And now I think what we should do is have the mechanic of the demon rage. Demon rage. When you rage, you can choose to instead enter a demonic rage. We're gonna call it demonic rage. Boom. +1. I was gonna say +1 on holy damage. So when he rages in this way, I want to give him a buff to where it's even crazier, but I don't want it to be absolutely just stupid crazy. So I think I'm just want to do a flat +1 damage, and you have advantage on all attack checks. Yeah, +1 damage, +1 damage, plus advantage on all attack checks. Woo! But you are stuck in your demonic rage after the end. So I'm not going to write the negative side effects here. I mean, they'll know in general, and he's going to kind of go wild. They're going to have to wrangle him down, but that's going to be cool. All right, so there's the features. There's demonic rage. Got it. Cool. And that's gonna be on top of rage. So there's that. Cool, done. And there is the Barbarian. Got it. Done. Save, print. We got Jax. Boom, and done. And then okay, there we go. We're good. Wait, ancestry. We didn't give him his ancestry. Hold up. Hey, let's go back. Ancestry. We gotta give him the ancestry. I almost forgot. Cool. Ancestry. Hitting him up. Ancestry. We're going to the devil fiendborn right here. So yeah, we got here. We're gonna get here. We're gonna get up in this. We got dark vision. Also, side note, dark vision. Wildly given away too much in Dungeons and Dragons. It's an absolute joke how many races in D&D have dark vision. that have no place having dark vision. No. Right? So dark vision should only be given to classes where it actually is cool and adds to the class fantasy of that class being able to see in the dark. Right? So Devilborn, yeah, absolutely makes sense. For Devil's Sight, it also grows into Devil's Sight, for the record, too. So a good example, like how I said, Ancestries, you get more points as you level up at level 4 and level 7. At level 7, you can have Devil's Sight. It's worth 2 points, I think, even. And you need some prerequisites, and you need to be level 7. But if you are a Devilborn at level 7, you can get Devil's Sight and see through magical darkness and all that kind of shit. It's woo, baby. So anyway, it starts off, though, with dark vision. Yep, there we go. Devilborn has dark vision. Cool. And then you get a resistance based on your demonic origin, right? In this case, his demonic origin, I'm going to say, is unholy. So resistance to unholy. That's sick. And then a cantrip based on your demonic origin. So that's going to be super cool. And that's going to be a cantrip based on his demonic origin. I want to give him a like AoE around himself. So this is going to be a one space. So we're going to say demonic blast, right? Demonic blast. And that's going to be spend 1 AP. Or no, we're going to do this. Okay, so side note, I am just making up this right now for him right now. This is not an ancestry thing. This is not an official ancestry thing. Disclaimer, asterisk. Okay. Demonic blast, spend once per combat. You can spend 1 AP to release an unholy blast. Done. All right. Spell check versus all enemies in one space for 1, 2, 1, 1, 1. Yeah, 1 unholy damage. Simple enough. Done. There we go. So we got our 2, 2, 2 done. Cool. And then that's going to be his deal there. In fact, you know what? I'm going to say that's more similar to a Dragonborn's situation. So we're going to do that. We're going to say it's 2 unholy damage. That's fine enough. It's only once per combat. Also, another thing in DC20, a lot of classes, what? There we go. A lot of character traits and a lot of abilities or some certain things are once per combat. I think that's just a better way of handling things than once per short rest or a proficiency amount of times per long rest. You can do this amount of times per long rest. It just gets weird why that's the case. I think that even just from a immersion realistic standpoint, you can do this, but you only do it once per long rest. Okay, well, why? Okay, for game balance reasons, okay, you know. Now, stamina points and mana points fix a lot of that, but I think once per combats also feel really good, and it stops people from trying to force rests and all this other stuff, right? So, anyway, All right, Barbarian got it. Rage. There's Demonborn, Devilborn. Got it. Cool. Done. Now we can save. Did I make sure to show that? Yeah, I showed that. Okay, cool. So we are now saving that one. And now we're saving it, but we're saving it over Jax because that's the new Jax. Yes, I want to replace it. This is the new one. You're welcome. All right, cool. Last but not least is the Devilborn Cleric Redeemed. All right. So I'm going to go to the Cleric class because I know there's going to be something coming up here with the Cleric. And then also I'm going to take up my notes from whenever I called him earlier. Okay, cool. And now we're back in it. All right, last one, people. And then yeah, exactly. Albustine, I see you. Halo of Demonic Energy. Yeah. Ooh, Lucas, I love your icon, Lucas. That's so freaking cool. And then, all right, anyway, so here we go. The things I have here for his character. Oh, first of all, player name's Jeff. Oh, hold up. Wife just messaged me. Oh. One of our kids is sick right now. So, poor buddy. Character name is Abaddon. Let's go. Level 1. Ancestry is a Devilborn. Yes. Background is not doing it. Class, the subclass is a Cleric. Let's go. And then now here we go. So he wanted to do 3 in intelligence. He built out his character on the phone with me. Agility of 1. Might of 0. Charisma of -1. And their 1 bonus point they wanted to put into might. Boom. Love it. Love it, bro. Demonborn, we got the thing. And their weapon. This is so sick, y'all. This is so sick. Okay, first of all, I just want you to picture this character, okay? Also, actually, I'm going to help you picture this character, all right? Because he sent me an image of this character, too. Let me see, can I pull that up? Okay, cool. So can y'all see that? That's the character, right? It's a freaking Devilborn, you know, basically like a tiefling cleric who's redeemed themselves. They've risen from the darkness, redeemed themselves, and their weapon is a 2-handed scythe with reach. Like a great scythe. I'm talking long scythe with a reach property and that deals 3 damage. Like sick, right? Sick weapon here. So we're gonna call it a Grim Scythe, right? The damage is 3 with reach, and the type is slashing, and it deals reach. It has reach. Love it. Freaking love it. So sick. And then that's the scythe, and he does the healing. He's choosing the healing thing and light armor. Cool, sick, awesome, done. And then, whoa, we got 2 more super chats. Hold up, hold the phone. Kirby, bro. Kirby. Sup, bug? Howdy, folks. Kirby comes in freaking... Wow, dude. This is not what I was expecting. I was literally like, hey, you know what? I'm going to do a birthday one-shot, but like I want to show them how to make character sheets. And then now y'all are freaking throwing a party in here. Let's go. Kirby, man, thank you. Happy birthday. Appreciate it, brother. For real. Thank you. And Liam with a super chat. Let's go, Liam. The origin can be the blood of the 7 princes of hell. Whoa, Mahasman, Abadeus, Belfast, Igor, etc. Oh, wow. I don't know if Jeff knows about all of those things and if he's going to go down that rabbit hole. I'm going to send him a message about that. That's freaking sick. Oh my God. Liam dropping the lore bombs, bro. Dang. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Thank you, Kirby. Oh my gosh. That's nuts. That, I was not prepared. I was prepared to make some character sheets. I was not prepared to, feel these freaking birthday super chats. Preach, and the purple heart. Thank you, brother. All right. So, I think we have all that stuff now, and we're going to go into his build. So, the one thing he did not tell me his skills. So I'm going to be flying blind here on the skills, but I know my friend and I know the kind of character he wants to play and the kind of character he likes to play. I also know all these other characters. Let me see all these other characters as far as all these other ones we've built. Insight, I think he's definitely going to be hitting up some insight. And then let me see. So he's going to be hitting up insight, I think. Oh, he's got a negative charisma. You know what? I feel like he still would have that insight though. He's like he's a cleric. He can tap into the other, you know what I'm saying? So I think I'm going to give him that. Investigation. I don't know. I don't feel like he's going to be that investigative. Survival. Yes. Occultism and religion. Yes. Which also, by the way, if in DC20, that counts as 1 point. What I just did, knowledge skills, anything in the knowledge category here, these are all still skills. They're still intelligence skills. They're all, yep. But anytime you put 1 point into a knowledge skill, you get an additional 1 point to put somewhere else in knowledge, right? So it's just a little freebie, right? Within knowledge, it's twice as effective, basically. So far I have 5 points to spend. That is 1 point, 2, and then 3. So I've only spent 3 points so far. So stealth, no. Trickery, no. Acrobatics, no. Athletics, maybe. Intimidation, maybe. Awareness, I think I'm gonna give him some awareness. He's gonna be perceptive in that way. And then influence. I think influence is another, speaks to his character, but it's the charisma. This charisma's a bit low here. And then intelligence, he's a cleric. I'm going to give him medicine. To be able to kind of like help others and like mend others and stuff like that. But he also has magic to do that with. So would he need medicine? But then he has intelligence, so his medicine check would be higher. So I'd let him do medicine for it. So that's fine. And then stinky cleric smells sulfur. Wait, what? And then because he's all the devil stuff. So I think that's fine. But I actually I'm going to go backtrack on that. I'm going to backtrack and do some athletics. I know freaking Jeff, and he's going to do some stuff. He's going to do some epic stuff as far as physically. I could see him doing some things. So yeah, he's gonna be up in there. I can see him doing that. So I'm gonna give him some athletics there too, and we're locking that in. All right, cool. So intelligence saves. I'm gonna give him some solid intelligence saves there, and then for might and agility, he described himself as being more agile, so I'm gonna give him some agile there, and then cool. And then now let's fill it out, people. So prime is 3. That's gonna be a 5 here. The physical save, that's going to be a 1. 1 plus 1 here, those 2, because you get the bonus there. So the total is 2 because it's the highest of the 2. Athletics is a 3 and a 1 and a 1 and a 1 and a 1. Charisma, we got our -1s here and -1s here, bring it up to a 1 here, -1 here, 4 here, which means 4 there, and then that's going to be a 3, 3, 5. 3, 3, 3, 5, 5, and then there's that done there. Clerics do not have any stamina they don't have any stamina. Mana points is the higher of the 2 here, which is 3 as their base mana, and then clerics at level 1 get a bonus of 3 mana. All spellcasters get a bonus of 3 mana. So in general, you're probably going to have 5 or 6 mana at the start of the game. Unless you absolutely tank both of these stats, then you might have 4. But you're going to have probably 5 or 6. Anyway, so there's that. Health points. We're going to have a base of 6. Plus might and agility brings us to a total of 8. There we go. Clerics, if I remember off the top of my head, they do. Yes, I was right. Yep, they do get 1 bonus hit point. Clerics do get 1 hit point bonus at the beginning. Yes. So there's that. Mental defense is going to be 8 plus 1 is 9, plus these over here. So that's going to bring that 9 up to an 11. 9, bring 8, 9 to 11. There we go. 11 goes to plus 5 is 16. Plus again is 21. Physical save is this cleric is going to wear light armor, because clerics in general have light armor. Clerics do have an option and a choice to be able to wear heavy armor. There we go. To wear heavy armor, but Jeff chose not to take the heavy armor cleric, and they're doing the priest cleric. So the clerics get to choose their cleric order at first level. They also get to choose holy or unholy. So clerics get to choose holy or unholy. What kind of cleric are you? Jeff is, of course, choosing a holy cleric for this redemption Devilborn arc. And he's also choosing the priest order of the cleric order. There's a heavy guardian cleric order, which gives you heavy armor and heavy weapons and all this kind of stuff. And then there's a priest cleric order, which gives you +1 on all of your healing. All of your heals, any heal you do increases by +1. And then there's also a scribe, which gives you more knowledge proficiencies and other knowledge, advantage on knowledge checks and stuff like that. So there's the cleric. He's choosing the priest version. So there's that. And then, so that means he's going to wear light armor. So all of that was basically to say he's wearing light armor, which is 8. +1 for combat mastery is 9. Plus agility is 10. +1 for light armor is 11. Bingo, bango. So heavy armor, or their heavy physical defense is going to be 16. 165, dear God. And then brutal is 21. Cool. 9 hit points. Got it. All across the board. Death's door threshold is a -3. Move speed 4. Jump distance higher of that, which is still 1. Attack checks always a +4. That's always a 12. Martial's the higher of athletics or acrobatics, which is going to be a 3 there. Grim Scythe, hell yeah. 1 rest point, 1 mana point, or 1 total point. And then there's the cleric. I want to make sure I don't miss anything. Divine Spellcaster, got it. Cleric Order, got it. Divine Prayer is the signature cleric ability. Don't need to write that down on the thing. And that's after the rework, which is so cool. I love the cleric where it's at now. I can't wait to see this cleric in action. And then now we have the ancestry. This ancestry, they are a fiend-born. They're a devil-born, but they are a redeemed devil-born, which gives them access to the angel-born traits as well. So essentially, if your dungeon master allows it, you can build a fiend-born that has become redeemed, gets access to the angel-born talents. So you can almost mix and match and see how you want to express this like fallen version of this, right? So I'm going to kind of play around with this. Divine Glow. You have angel-borns have an ability to you have a 5-space light that can glow around you. So you can turn on and off. It's like a light that your body just emits. Interesting. You learn 1 spell from the divine spell list. They're already a cleric. They're going to have access to the divine spell list, so we're not dealing with that. And then, so not going to do this. Not going to do holy resistance. I feel like that's going to be fine here. I think that's going to be fine. So resistant to holy damage, right? I think that's a fine representation there, and something simple. Again, these are new players. It's a new system. It's not a campaign. I'm trying to this is more so flavorful. I know that's not going to probably matter in this, although I probably now will put some holy damage in there to make it matter. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what good dungeon masters do. And then, hold up, Liam with a super chat. Liam coming back in again. Last lore bomb. Angelborn bloodlines. Oraphim, cherubim, seraphim, powers, virtues, principalities, dominoes, angel hierarchies according to Dante's. Oh man, Liam, you got so much freaking celestial lore, like divine lore, devil lore. You hit us with both ends. You hit us with the evil lore and the good lore, angels and the devils. Let's go. Seraphim, I love seraphim. I love that. I guess that word. I love that. I'm gonna have to. I'm actually. I'm gonna mark that. There we go. Sweet. Sick, Liam. Appreciate you. Love the lore, baby. Always love some lore. All right. So now we're going back to it. So once we're short rest. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna do this once per. No. Should I do that or Gift of Angels? No. I'm going to do this one. Once per short rest, you can cast the heal spell at its base level for 0 MP. Cool. One thing the Angelborn get is they can, once per short rest, and this matters because it's a heal. I know it's like, once per combat and all that kind of stuff. You can't have a heal be once per combat because then people just start combats and be able to get a free. You can't do that. So once per short rest, you can cast the heal spell for free once per short rest. Right? In fact, I'm probably going to switch that to once per long rest. Yeah, I'm switching that to once per long rest. I think it's a bit too strong for short rest because that means they could do it twice per long rest and then they could, once per long rest. Cool. I just nerfed it. All right, I'm going to nerf it here too. Long. Oops. Y'all just saw a live nerf of Angelborn. Sorry, Angelborn. Hey, Ace Wheelie. Happy birthday. My birthday was yesterday. Hey, let's go. It's actually more your birthday than mine. My birthday's in 3 days, if you don't count today. And so appreciate you, brother. Happy birthday, bros. Did you have a bunch of Halloween birthday parties when you were growing up? Let's go. October babies are the best. Let's go, Bug. Appreciate. You weren't late today, Bug. You're fine. You don't have to super chat. Stop it. Wolves, what's up, Wolves? Can't stay, but wanted to wish you happy birthday. Appreciate you, dude. We'll watch the video tomorrow. Wolves. Oh man, how you doing, Wolves? Let's go. Hey, I saw you said you missed the live stream. You thought the Patreon only live stream that we did yesterday. You thought it was the day, and so appreciate you, dude. You're always in the live streams. Appreciate you, brother. Let's go. Yeah, my folks, so many Halloween birthday parties. I almost always had a Halloween birthday party. All right, cool. So, okay, so Angelborn. So that's going to be 2 for the resist, 2 for that ability. So we have one more point here. I am going to give him dark vision. I'm going to give him dark vision to speak to their dark vision. I think it'll be cool. The only 2 characters that have dark vision are the 2 devil bros. I think that's sick. As far as the one shot goes, I think it'd be super cool to have none of the other players. We have an elf, we have a human, and we have a fire genasi. None of them have dark vision. Because dark vision's cool and rare. So I think it'd be super sick to have the 2 devil bros have dark vision. So love that. So yeah, there we go. I've just mixed and matched Angelborn and Devilborn to create this whole thing, which is technically a redeemed. I'm gonna come up here. I'm gonna put redeemed Devilborn. Let's go. Sick, cool, done. Resistances removed. Physical cleric. We got the augury. Yep, cool, done. Light domain. Okay, cool. Yep. And we are done, people. Whoo, let's go. We just created 5 characters out the gate. Abaddon is done. Abaddon. Yeah, call it Abaddon. All right, sick. Done. That was a terrible joke. Sweet. There we go. That is the stream, people. What we got here? Oh, we have 61 people here. Let's go. I did not know how freaking many people are going to show up on a random Thursday. I had a 1 hour heads up. Hey, I'm doing a live stream. So cool. Maybe I might just have to jump on and do some more little live streams like this. You guys are awesome. You guys are freaking awesome. So now I have to do some other things and actually do some stuff for the one shot and build some one shot things, which I'm not going to do that on stream because some people are going to be playing in these one shots and I don't want people to see nothing. And yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be some good times. Thank you guys so much. Honestly, thank you so much for all the birthday love. I was like, all right, let's make some character sheets. And then y'all freaking throwing a birthday party in here. So appreciate it. Tom Gould. Yeah. I've loved watching other people, like other YouTubers, which, side note, is crazy. It's crazy to see other YouTubers making content on DC20. That is more wild than I thought it was going to be. It's very, very, very strange and crazy and awesome experience to watch that happen. So I wanted to jump in here and get my hands dirty and make some character sheets as well. So heck yeah. Let's go. And then because we're getting a night shift, it's a really cool live stream. Sweet, cool. All right, so now into the live stream. Wasn't planning on doing this, but you guys are crazy and y'all are throwing a party. So I'm gonna do a giveaway. at DC20. So say something in the chat, just so Nightbot knows you're there. You can't win the giveaway if you don't say anything. So the Nightbot has to know you're there. It tracks people's that are here in the last 5 minutes or something. So if you haven't said anything in the last 5 minutes, just type something. Usually people go with something or DC20 or the number 1. That's a pretty good one. That's present. Present. Partay. Hi, Ben. Halloween birthdays for the win. Yes. There you go. Oh, DC20. That's a good. Tabletop Phoenix. That was a good call. Good call there. James is also hitting up with the 1. But yeah, we're gonna do a giveaway. It's gonna be for DC20 alpha access. The DC20. If you are interested or you watch this or you want to kind of check it out, it's available on my website and to Bronze Dragon patrons. I am going to be releasing the Ancestries thing pretty soon. Within a week or two, I really want to try and get the ancestries out. My goal is within 2 or so weeks. 2 to 3 weeks, Ancestry System will be out. And along with that, once that goes out, is also an update all at the same time to fix some things, the little errors and little things like the Paladin, for example, in the alpha rules, it says Paladins don't get a bonus hit point at level 1 when they should, because that was just a copy error behind the scenes. So I'm going to do some updates there and polish all that off. So the winner is going to get a copy of the DC20 Alpha, which also comes with a homebrew monster document, which also comes with a full level 1 adventure one shot, which also comes with character sheets and all that good stuff. So, and all future updates going here on forward. So let's go. Winner, 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 winner. And if you already have DC20, then I'll give you Alcanar's Almanac. If you already have Alcanar's Almanac, then I'll give you a shopping spree on the website. If you already have everything on the website, then I'll freaking fly you out and give you a hug. You know, maybe not that part. That'd be wild. If I freaking flew a person out here, that's crazy. That's crazy. All right, winner is Lucas. Lucas. Let's go! Lucas with the cool icon image of freaking Batman. I love that. Lucas, nice, bro, nice. Lucas, go on to my Discord. Link to the Discord's always in the description of any video. Go to Discord, message any of my moderators. They have a red name. You can see them on the right-hand side. Message any moderator, and I'm gonna tell them right now. Lucas Caldus 1. Message them, ping them, we'll hook you up, we'll set you up, and we'll get you going. So let's go. Happy birthday to you, bro. Happy birthday to you, Lucas. You got a birthday DC20 Alpha package. So heck yeah. So let's go. Awesome, dude. You guys are awesome. This has been so much fun on a random Thursday when I normally don't live stream. So thank you guys. Awesome. I'm going to be live streaming again next Tuesday as usual. So check that out. And I will be able to update you guys on Tuesday of how the one shot went. That's probably going to be one of the things I start off is just letting say how the one shot goes. So, Son Loke. Gotcha. Great. God, that's perfect that you just did that right now. I see you, Lucas. Awesome. You guys are awesome. Love you guys. Stay creative. Think outside the box.